You can't live in the past and expect a bright future. So many times we get around people who constantly talk about the past. I mean, think about it. It could be your parents, it could be your grandparents, it could be your friends that you hang out with, and they use words like,
"You don't understand, I could have had class. I could have been a contender."
Or they'll say things like, "Back in the day, it was so awesome. Everything was great back in the day, but nowadays, things are different. Nowadays, things are hard. Nowadays, things suck." And so if you're living in the past, you cannot expect a bright future. Watch the way that people talk. Watch the way they interact. Watch what they say, the words they say, how they talk to people to understand if this person is past thinking or forward thinking. Typically, people who are past thinking are negative people. They believe that their good old days are behind them and that the hard days are in front of them. On the flip side of it, people who are forward thinking tend to think about the future, what I'm going to do, what I will do, what I must do. And so I would ask yourself, where do you think? Do you find yourself thinking a lot in the past? Do you find yourself thinking a lot in the future? Or do you find yourself thinking a lot in the present, where you are right now? Myself, I came from an environment where very much it was thinking in the past all the time. The good old days, how it used to be. And these things really carried through to my performance. When I became a professional rodeo athlete, I would think about the last competition, not the next competition. And I would truly tell you that the most important time of your life is tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. It's always the next day. It's always where you're going, what you're going to do. So if you find yourself being stuck in the past, cut it out. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your head because it's not going to serve the future that you want. If you're around people who are negative all the time, cut them out. I know what you're thinking. I can't cut out my friends. I can't cut out my parents. But you can limit your exposure to them. You can limit the way that you interact with them. You can gently nudge them into a conversation talking about the future without them even knowing about it.
It may not be okay right now, but it's going to be all right later.
So limit your interactions with them. And if you have an interaction with them, have a designed strategy to pull them out of the past and into the future.